Oh, it's shiny. Oh, it is shiny. Oh, look how shiny it looks. You had 150 grand, whatever this car is, would you buy one of these? See the delay! The delay! Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Kev Knight's here. Thanks for coming back. And welcome to another random off-the-cuff video, which also might be another one which might never go out. I don't know, because I haven't actually asked permission of the person that owns this car to do what I'm about to do. It's a bit of a random one. But as you would have seen by the thumbnail, we have got this bad boy in our workshop currently. And I mean, let's be honest, I'm never going to be able to afford to own one of these cars. So other than this one sitting here right now, this is probably the only one that's ever going to be in this workshop. So I thought, whilst it's here, I'm just going to make a little video on it, because it's actually here because we're going to help the owner of it out, get a few little bits done on it before it goes on a bit of a trip. When I say a few little bits, I mean things like, as you can see, it's got the telltale signs of a normal used car in it, where it's been down some bushes and all that sort of good stuff. That's whose car it is. There he is, O'Leary Investments Limited. But I just thought, I mean, it's such an unreal car. I mean, that is exactly what it is. I can't put it any other way. It is nothing short of an unreal car. It want to be, because it's the same price as a little house. But I tell you what, just let me do a couple of little slow moving camera-y music-y bits. Hold on, let's do a couple of bits, just because the car's it's mad, isn't it? Look at it, hold on. So I've got that little bit out of my system, but I just look at the car. You know, I haven't cleaned it yet. It's just come in here. I should probably be doing this when it's clean. I'll tell you what, let me just quickly get in it. It's got like everything's a screen in it. Just the screens, and even the rear view mirror is a screen. There's a TV in the middle of the rear armrest. I can't comprehend quite how much stuff is in this car. And just, you know, I'm not in the realms I'm just never going to be in this category of car, or even being able to afford one, or even know if I would want to be able to afford one. But there's no getting away from I mean, it's just a work of art, isn't it? There's no getting away from it. Look at it. But I can't actually work out if I like it or not. And the reason I can't work out if I like this car is because it is so out of reach that my brain won't allow me to think about potentially owning one. So I can't be constructive on whether I like it or not. Is that weird? Right, I haven't got a massive amount of time on it. I'm just doing this, help this guy out a bit, and I thought, whilst it's here, we'll just do a little video of it, of how mental it is, really. See, you don't get one shark fin, you get two shark fins. One's got a little camera in it for the 360-degree cameras. The car's got cameras all over it. It's rear wheel steer, not only rear wheel steer, obviously, but it's four wheel steer, should I say. I mean, Christ, the last time I heard of a four-wheel steering car, it was like an old Honda Prelude. Do you remember them Honda Preludes with four-wheel steer? But anyway, I better quickly get on with the job that I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe we'll, and then hopefully maybe we'll be able to take it for a gas. So what we actually ended up doing this Range Rover for a mate of ours that helps out with a lot of our retail sales cars. He does a lot of our mechanical work. He needed to get this thing prepped. What he actually does, he looks after a fleet of real high-end cars, which this is one of. he just didn't have time to get the paintwork ready on this, because he was doing a lot of our cars, to be fair. So I said we would do the paintwork while he was doing some of our cars. You'll see him at the end of this video. And I thought I'd just have a go on a Range Rover. I'll put a little bit of tape on there, as you can see, to see what the scratches came out like. And then I'll take this tape off, just so you can see. If you look about 3 inches to the left, you can see that scratch starting again. And then you can see the bit where there isn't any scratches. Wait till I take the tape off, look. You can see to the right how bad it was before. There you go, you can see like that perfect line of how scratched it was before. So we ended up doing the whole car for him. We done a heavy cut around the whole car, then we moved on to a light cut around the whole car to take all of the swirls out. If you have a look closely on that panel, it will be a lot less scratched, but it will look sort of swirly, sort of hologrammy. That's what happens when you do a heavy cut on the paintwork. So that's the heavy cut done on that wing. We did not have a lot of time to do this car. We did the whole car, as I said. So that's the heavy cut done on the wing. So then we'll move on to a yellow pad, medium cut, to take the swirls out. And then we ended up doing the whole car with the yellow pad as well, just to try and get it to pop a little bit before it went. We didn't have a massive amount of time, so I couldn't make it perfect, but it definitely ended up looking better. So then we cracked on with the rest of the car, as you can see. Same medium pad on, medium compound underneath there. Literally went round the whole car, trying to get as much as we possibly could off in the time that we had. Don't forget the all-important tyre shine, which I think we'll get onto in a minute. There you go, look at the tyres. I've said it on my channel before, I'll say it again, it doesn't matter how many days you spend on a car preparing that paintwork. If you send a car out with brown tyres, it is never, ever, ever gonna look as good as what it actually probably does after you've put all of your effort into it. Make sure you've got shiny tyres all the time. Well, there we go. Check that out. Definitely took a little bit longer than what I was supposed to, because it's now dark outside. But what a stunning looking car. It's so huge because I've got another car here. I can't actually get it in shot properly. There you go. What a nice looking car. It's a bit of a hurried slapdash job of a clean. Can't exactly call it a correction, because there's definitely no way I've fully corrected it, but it does look better, doesn't it? Now it's dark. I don't know if this is going to work, because I haven't got posh cameras that work in the dark, so it might not work, but we'll see. Well, oh, it makes so many noises, I just don't know what's going on. Well, we're off in it. I'm scared. Yeah. Right, so we're in this now. Where's my microphone, dude? Oh, my microphone's here. Right, I don't even know if this is going to work. This is Lee. He's never been on the channel before. It's dark outside. It's all my fault. Off the cuff video. We were driving along with the lights on.
Because the lights are on.
Oh, you can't swear.
Oh, no.
You're not allowed to swear on a video. I'll try to, because you have to hit a little box saying there's no swear on it. So you're not allowed to swear. You've got to turn that down, because then I'll get done for copyright as well. So we're in the Range Rover now. What Range Rover is this? I know it's a Range Rover. I know it's a proper Range Rover. I don't want to get told off by everyone or walking around Mannheim just saying it's a Range Rover, it's a Range Rover, and then getting inundated with comments saying, why are you calling Land Rovers Range Rovers? I'm not clearing that up, but the reality is most people know what a Range Rover is. A lot of people don't know what a Land Rover is, so I just said Range Rover for the video.
It is a Range Rover. Yeah.
It is a Range Rover. And everyone said that Evoques aren't Range Rovers, even though it's got Range Rover in 4 centimetre high letters along the top of along the front of the bonnet. Yeah, just because it's not a proper Range Rover. It's a Range Rover, isn't it?
It is a Range Rover, but
it's an Evoque. Really it's a little Range Rover, is it? So what exactly is this Range Rover? What is it? What model is it? I know it's an autobiography.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's a Range Rover Autobiography.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
But what model is it though? Because it's fast.
It's just a Range Rover.
3 litre.
Yeah, they used to be like Vogue, but they're not.
Yeah, old ones used to be called Vogue, didn't they?
This is just they just said Range. They just call it Range Rover Autobiography.
So this 3 litre diesel.
Yeah, straight
hybrid.
6. Mild hybrid.
Mild hybrid.
Yeah, MHEV, 48 volt hybrid system.
I don't know what that does.
Just boosts the power. That's it.
How? With an electric motor?
Yeah, they run off the alternator. Some of them. I don't know what this one runs off.
No. So this is.
Yeah. Some of them have a small motor, but I think this is it just runs off the alternator.
350. It's so massive, this thing, honestly, because my Vito's quite big, but in this.
It does fly though, doesn't it? It's quick.
It's really fast.
Yeah.
Not now because we're stuck in traffic. That's good though, because the street lights might mean that you can actually see what we're talking about. Everyone else can see us because we're driving along in 150 grand's worth of car with the lights on, the interior lights on, because we thought we'd try and make a video of it. I don't know if this video will ever go out because it's not going to be the best of quality videos, is it?
I don't know.
But what I'm going to try and do in a minute, I'm going to take some little slow, because you're driving, I'm going to take some slow images of all of this stuff around here. But I have had a go in it, and I was trying to work out in my head, if I was rich enough to buy one of these cars, would I buy one?
Yeah.
And the reason I'm thinking that is because everyone that has got a lot of money drives one of these cars. And I've got a mate who's got one of these exactly the same. He absolutely loves it. I mean, he is a millionaire, but he's also got an Amarok and this and that. But he does love his Range Rover. So clearly there is a massive love for these things. But because I've got the inability to make my brain think, if I could afford one of these, would I buy one? I don't know, because I can't imagine that I would have enough money to buy one of these cars.
One day.
I won't. I know I won't. But would you? But
one day.
So if you had enough money, you had 150 grand, whatever this car is, would you buy one of these? See the delay. The delay is because I mean, it does drive nice. It feels like a bit of a blancmange to me because it's so massive and it's on air and it has to float along. If I was in the back, I'd be puking up.
It's just a lot of money on it is a lot of money on a car, isn't it? I suppose if money was sort of, I'm not saying no object, but if you had a lot of money and if I could afford one, then yeah, I'd have one.
Would you?
Yeah. But if you said, oh, you got 150 grand and you can buy any car you want with that 150 grand and that's the only car you can have, then I don't know if I would.
That's what I mean.
But if I was like doing all right and I could afford one, then I'd buy one, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, because what else?
If someone give me the money and said you can have any car you want for 150 grand, up to 150 grand, then I probably would get something different.
Oh, when you sent me the service report or the service costs for this thing yesterday, and you sent them to me, I mean, like the biggest service was like 2,300 quid, and the small service, oil and filter with a pollen filter, was £800.
880, yeah. 900 quid now.
I can't comprehend them costs, but I'm guessing it's just I struggle to get in the zone of thinking, would I buy one of these cars? But the everything that is on them, the build quality of them. Oh, look at the cameras. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit some a little rude. Check that out.
What?
Is it distracting? Because all I want to do is watch that. Do you want to watch that when you're driving?
Yeah, sometimes you do. But sometimes if you're in a tight space, it's handy.
Yeah, the 360 cameras are. Yeah. This is going to be. I'm not trying to make a review of one of these. I just thought because I'm now in one, we could just talk a quick bit of tosh about how lovely they are. It's so quiet in here.
Yeah.
Every minute of silence is like an awkward silence because it's so quiet. There's
I'm
no
not
noise.
Not allowed the radio on.
Not allowed the radio on.
No.
Get done for copyright. But we're nearly picking up the Evoque now. So it's that's it. Road test over.
Yeah, but you could have had a massage, couldn't you?
Oh, let me quickly put that on. Look at the screen and everything whilst you've got your knees on film, dude. Because
Okay.
you've still got shorts on.
I know.
Even though it's middle of winter now.
Because boiling outside, isn't it? Where's the Evoque?
There.
Oh, I thought it was white one.
No, black one. Wow. Thanks for the road test.
No
Can't
worries.
get out. I'm going to get out and take some pictures now. There it, oh, look at that. That is a good looking. Oh, it's shiny. Oh, it is shiny. Oh, look how shiny it looks.